What's up everybody, my name is Stokie, welcome back to the channel. Today we're actually going to be doing a GTA video where I discuss the best solo businesses in GTA Online. So I'm going to rank them all on a tier list as well. And yeah, we can go from there. I'm going to explain a little bit about each one, but you guys, if you like this video, please smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. A lot more content is on the way. Just to back myself up a little bit here, I've earned 1.35 billion in GTA Online over the course of 11 years using these businesses, and before the 50% bonus that you get in a public lobby, which is interesting. Also before you're allowed to do these businesses solo. Well, in a solo session, should I say. But let's jump right on in, let's not mess around. Alright, here we are, here is a tier list. So, we got S, A, B, C, and shit. Yeah, we're gonna go from each one, and yeah, let's see what goes on. So, let's start off. I think I'm going to go with, we've got a bunch of businesses here. I'm going to go with the bunker. Is this the bunker? No, it's the facility. This is the facility where you can launch the Doomsday job. In my opinion, this is shit. It doesn't really earn you anything. There's no safe in there. There's no idle income or anything like that. I don't like it at all. So, yeah, I'll put that one there. Next up, original heists. Now... This is a painful experience. If you want to quit GTA Online, go and join solo heists. The original heist as a solo player. It is not a fun time, seriously. The amount of people that rage quit, don't know what the hell they're doing, die constantly, disconnect, it's just a terrible time. I tried this recently, and there was a times free on original heist, so you could get 3.3 million doing the Pacific Standard job. And out of 5 attempts, yeah, people quit. People died too many times and then quit. People disconnected. People didn't like who was in the lobby and also quit. It's just not a good time. It really isn't. It's horrible. So unless you've got friends, don't even try it. It's going to ruin your experience of the game. Next up, hangar. Now, some of you may be thinking, hang on a second, this has been boosted recently, and it has. It's been buffed. However, for a solo player, multiple vehicles that are also in the air as well, it's a pain in the arse to do these missions, in my opinion. You can do land ones as well, but it's slow as hell to fill up your stock. If you've got a couple of random players, still not a good time. I mean, for some reason, a lot of players just don't know how to fly, and they crash, destroy your cargo, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, this just isn't a good time at all. I don't like it. There's no safe, there's no idle income. Yeah, so that's where it goes on the list. Next up, document forgery. This is pointless, basically. So if you buy your product to turn into supplies, the other way around, sorry. If you buy your supplies to turn into product, you're actually going to lose money. Now with the 50% bonus that you can obtain if you sell in a full lobby full of CEOs, you get 5% per CEO. So if you get 10 CEOs in a lobby, you get a 50% bonus. Maybe it's worth it, but the risk versus the reward, nah, it's just trash. You're gonna get multiple vehicles, most likely the post-op vans, and yeah, you're just gonna wanna quit out and not wanna play that crap. But what else have we got? I'll check in my my notes over here. I've actually set up a little list. The Biker HQ. So, is this shit? Or do I want to put it in C tier? No, I think it's quite bad. Listen. You've got a safe in there, which only fills up if you restock the bar, and that is a slow-ass mission, all the way from north to south, or south to north, where you have to drive these supplies, and they're also fragile, so people bump into you, and you've got people chasing you as well, so it can wreck the mission, and you only get a couple of thousand for it as well, which really isn't worth it. You can do the auto shop bikes, the client sell missions, so you can... you get a bike come into your shop, you customize it, you send it out for 50 grand. You have to deliver it yourself though. It's not too bad in that regards, but as a whole business, yeah, I think this is pretty shit. Well, let's move on. Let's move on. What have we got next? Tough one. Arcade. So this is in C tier. Why? It's hard to explain. Listen. The fact that the arcade has a supercomputer where you can buy supplies for all your motorcycle businesses, your gun running supplies, and even CEO missions you can launch from here, makes it like an S tier straight away. But if I look at this business as a whole and I ignore that supercomputer part of it. You've got a safe, which is kind of nice. You get idle income. It's only 5,000 a day, so it's pretty weak compared to other businesses. That's the reason I'm going with C. And there's nothing really else there. There's the Diamond Casino Heist, but you would need at least another player to make those work for you. Diamond Casino Heists, I've done them around 30 times. I liked them. Only 5 times. I've done it with random players every time, and only 5 times did we get through on the first attempt. And I always kick out anybody lower than level 300 just to make sure that they have played this heist before. If you don't do that, you're going to have a bad time. Even with me doing that and only recruiting high-level players, still no fun. People quit out, the game freezes, they drop out, the connection drops slightly. It's annoying. Let me tell you, I did this a couple of months ago. You get into the vault, you wipe it, a full wipe as well, you get everything. You're running out, you get to the top of the building and someone quits out. Really annoying, and it's a bit heartbreaking as well, so it kind of ruins it for me. I think the arcade deserves to be there. If it was just based on a supercomputer, like I said, that'd be S tier straight away. But let's see what we've got next. We've got the Darnell Bros business that's just come out. Quite an interesting one. I've taken a look at this. The rewards compared to the amount of work don't seem very good, if I'm honest with you, for a solo player. What else can I say about this? It's got a nice underground storage facility. Well, not underground, but a storage facility for your vehicles. But, yeah, I just don't like this business very much. The only good thing about it is that you can launch those missions from your phone, which is really cool, so you don't have to go there. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. Bottom dollar, bail enforcement. I actually rather like this one, but I am going to put it in C tier. Listen, you get a safe only if you send your guys out on the regular to go and catch criminals. The missions themselves, where you go out and catch criminals for yourself, aren't too bad, but they get repetitive very quickly. I did this recently to try and get the enforcement vest. I unlocked it, and I'm done with the business now. It's just boring as hell. So yeah, I think that one deserves to be on C tier. Next up, let's see what we got. Here we go with this counterfeit cash. I'm looking at my notes. Yeah, I think counterfeit cash. Yeah, I think counterfeit cash deserves to be here. Actually, listen, there's multiple vehicles where you need to sell on. The risk and reward isn't as great as the cocaine lockup or the methamphetamine lockup. So I think it's safely going to be a C. Listen, do yourself a favor if you're a solo player or you're playing with randoms. If you get multiple vehicles, and I'm talking anything other than the 4 bikes, because you can do the 4 bikes on your own if you do the wheelie glitch. That's where you get you pull a wheelie constantly on your bikes, and you do a speed glitch. You can get all 4 bikes done in 30 minutes. But the other ones, where you've got like doom buggies and crap like that, or whatever, it's such a pain in the arse. The aircraft, listen, if you don't get the large aircraft or one of the 2 main trucks, which only you have one of those trucks, or two sometimes, quit out. Find a new session. You'll lose a little bit of your stock, but you'll save your frickin' mind, trust me. And whilst I'm talking about that, weed farm, that's going in there as well for exactly the same reasons. Risk and reward isn't as great. It's better than the cash, I believe. I think weed's a little bit better. But yeah, same issue. You need to quit out unless you get 1 vehicle. Or the bikes. But next up, well, let's see what we've got here. B tier, CEO business vehicles. So this is where you actually go out and you find a vehicle to steal. You take it back to your garage, and boom, you can spec it up a little bit for a small cost, and then you sell it to a client. This is quite good. I like this. This is how I started to make money originally in GTA. I started to rob stores and all that kind of crap. When the CEO business came out, this is what I jumped onto, and I've had this lockup ever since. Listen, get the lockup that's in that picture. Get it. Why? Because whenever you see somebody stealing one of these cars, they are going to go to this specific lockup, your lockup, 80% of the time. Whenever I see someone like that in my session that's taking a car back, or cargo as they call it, I fly straight to my goddamn garage. I go incognito, so nobody can see me. I wait. As soon as they turn the corner, I slot them in the face, drive it straight into the garage. Easy. I fill my garages up like that so easily, and it's just AFK money. And if you want to do it yourself, do yourself a favor as well, get a Terrorbyte, and you can launch those missions right next to the garage. Put your Terrorbyte right up, boom, you can do that. Use your Mark II to get there. It's perfect. Yeah, it's a good business. I like it. I'm very fond of that. Next up is going to be the meth lab. Actually, pretty decent. Risk versus reward, better than cash, better than weed. Same issues as the other two. You're going to get multiple vehicles unless you keep finding a new session until you get one. But again, you only lose a little bit of stock, and this gives you more money back. And if you're selling a full lobby as well, you're going to get a 50% bonus. That's pretty heavy, real heavy. So as I'm talking about that, what's going to go next? What do you think? Cocaine, for sure. Arguably the best biker business you can get is the cocaine lockup. You can get a very decent amount of money. I think it's around 750 grand if you sell a full load in a full lobby. Pretty decent. I really like this, the cocaine lockup. I do it with bikes all the time. If I get aircrafts or full vehicles or post-op vans, yeah, I just quit out. Dump truck, nuh-uh. The bikes, pretty decent. You can do it, and I do it all the way from the south to the north. Yeah, pretty good business. I've made a lot of money from these businesses, so I'm not going to complain. B tier sounds about right for me. What else have we got on here? Red Salvage Yard. A rather new business. One that I'm very fond of, if I'm honest with you. I like this business. I like to dress up as a mechanic and stuff like that. I like to go out and tow trucks myself. That fills up your safe. Unfortunately, your safe doesn't return much money if you don't do that. You can chop cars, and then you've got obviously the missions as well, which are quite good until they get super repetitive. The one reason I put it in B tier rather than C is because sometimes, not every week, but sometimes one of the vehicles that you steal, you don't have to sell. You can actually claim it as your own, and that saves you millions in the long run. One of the Porsches that I currently have in there is something like, what, 1.5 million on the supercar market, and yeah, I can get it for like 10 grand. I can just claim it, which is freaking awesome. I already have that Porsche, so I haven't claimed it, but it's kind of cool to have it. Also, it comes with Vice City plates, which is extremely rare. You're going to be driving a vehicle with special plates that nobody else has. Pretty cool. And if you know how to do glitches, you can also glitch them to another car, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, B tier. Pretty happy with that. Right, so let's move up. Let's go to the A tier. First of all, Terrorbyte. Why is this an A tier? Is this a business? No. You can do missions from them, solo, and they're quite decent. The one where you go to the jewelry store and just fly to another place, you get about 50 grand. Easy money. I put it in A tier because of the mobility. Listen, you can modify a Mark II oppressor here. Mark II oppressor is perfect for a solo player trying to defend their own stuff, to get back and forth faster, to multiple cargo runs. It's really good to go find vehicles to steal. Listen, the Terrorbyte, I like it. I like it a lot. I like the missions as well that you can do for solo. You can upgrade your Terrorbyte. You've got your weapon station there, so you can upgrade your explosive sniper ammo, which is extremely useful if you're selling in a public lobby. If you see a jet coming your way, get out your freaking car, move away from it, start firing explosive rounds at that jet. It's going to light up. That's the way that I fight off multiple griefers in public lobbies, and I've got a very low failure rate because of it. So Terrorbyte, I adore it. You can put it next to your CEO businesses like your garage, and you can launch missions constantly, one after another, like that. For me personally, it's about the CEO crates. You can go, if you've got multiple CEO crate warehouses, you can just jump into your Terrorbyte, bang, launch the next one, jump on your Mark II, go get your gear, come back, jump in a Terrorbyte, bang. It's so quick. I fill up 3 large warehouses, 1 medium warehouse and 1 small warehouse within 2 or 3 days of playing GTA using a Terrorbyte. Very good. And an oppressor. Absolutely amazing. Next up, what do we have? We've got CEO crates. We just talked about it. Here's a nice picture of my CEO office, actually. These are all my pictures. Yep, that's what 350 million looks like in your CEO office. Yeah, really good. I've done over, what, like nearly 1,500 runs, missions. I've got the top trophy for CEO crate businesses. I have made over 57 million just in one day, in a couple of hours, when the CEO crates get boosted, which is usually once a year, probably around middle of the year. It's usually once a year. They get boosted by ×2 or ×3. That's when you sell The highest I've ever gotten one day from crates alone is around 50-something million, which is absolutely nuts. That's selling 3 full warehouses, 1 medium and 1 small warehouse full of specials. So yeah, this has made me so much dang money. I think 200 million in total. That it's got to be A tier. It's got to be, and you can do this on your own. Again, use the Terrorbyte to launch your missions. Use the oppressor to go fetch your gear. Awesome stuff. Listen, what's up next? Agency. This is a tough one. Wondering where to put this. Whether it should be B or A. I'm going to stick with A. Reason being, it needs work. So when you jump into it, first of all, you can do the Dr. Dre contracts, which is very cool. I like those contracts. Really cool to see Dre in the game, an actual person. So that's one of the reasons I like it. You can solo the heists, so you can get like over 1 million if you do these. It's pretty easy. I think it takes around 1 hour and 10 minutes to fully complete, so 1 million every hour and 10 minutes. It's not too bad. It really isn't. It gets boosted quite often. You also get access to contracts, so hitman contracts, which are extremely good. I heard they were nerfed recently, but before, with boost, you could get like 300,000 per kill. A kill takes like 50 seconds, which is nuts. So yeah, I really like this business. If you do the missions on the computer, now it takes a lot. Listen, you're gonna have to grind this, right? But once you get over a certain amount, I think it's 250 missions complete, you get a ton of money every single day going into that safe. I can't remember exactly how much it is going into the safe, but my safe is full with 250,000 every few days. So it's really good. I've earned a lot of money there, maybe around 80 million since it came out. I've only done the Dre contract 3 times. The rest of it is all from the safe. Brilliant. I really like it. Right, what else have we got? Looking over here. Oh, okay. We got the bunker next, the gunrunning bunker. Now this is good. When I first got it, I ignored it because every time I launched the cell missions, I would get multiple freaking dune buggies, and I hated it, right? Or the marshals, you know, the big 4-wheelers. Hated these missions. However, if you only resupply your business to allow you to get 2 bars of stock, you can sell and you'll always get 1 vehicle, and these sell for a lot. In a public lobby, what you want to do is you're in a CEO already, so first of all go off the radar for a little bit. That doesn't hide your stock, but where my facility is located, it's all the way on the highway. By the time you get into the city, that runs out. People are aware of where you are now. You're in Los Santos with $1 million of stock or whatever, then you go incognito for your CEO business, and yeah, they won't get you. You'll be able to deliver it on time. Awesome. You can do the one with the 4-wheeler, you can do a dune buggy one, you can do it where it's just 1 truck, or the pain in the arse one where you have a little bit of a truck that you drive to a spot, then you have to kill people, drive to another spot. You do that 5 times. Pretty annoying. You're going to get hurt doing that. The other one is the big-ass truck with the phantom wedge on the front of it. Oh my god. Listen, I recommend that you find a new session until you get that. Or at least one of the smaller trucks, the armor trucks that you can just deliver in one. Really nice. I've earned a ton of money from it as well. I don't know how much exactly. I'll show that in a future video. But really good business, and it's AFK. You know what I mean? You ask it to resupply, boom, all good. Also now they've actually added a little truck where you can sell additional parts to ammunition for 50 grand. This often gets boosted to 100 grand. Pretty sweet gig. You drive a car from A to B, 100 grand. Not too bad at all. I like it. I really do like it. Next up, auto shop. This is amazing. The auto shop itself is a fantastic building. I like it a lot. This is the auto shop that I have, actually, in the middle of Los Santos. You've got what? You've got the you've got the 2 most annoying characters with this DLC, unfortunately, Sazanta and Moody Man. Freaking annoying, right? But the mission, the Union Depository mission to be exact, often gets boosted as well. You can take away around 500,000 on your own doing this mission. Plus, if you get randoms, they don't tend to fail this as much, only if they're above level 300. I'd recommend that. Anyone less, I'd kick them out. I know it's mean, but I don't want to waste my time all day failing a really easy mission. You can do this solo as well, perfectly fine. The setups, there's only 2 for the Union Depository. It takes 15 minutes to do the both of them. And the heist takes around 10, 11 minutes if you're fast. To do, you grab the gold. It's very simple. Drive to the Union Depository, grab the gold, come back out, escape the cops, drive to the destination and get your money. You know what I mean? And because it gets boosted so much, it's amazing. You go upstairs, you can steal cars. There's 10 a day. These are a pain in the arse to find, but you often see a little blue dot on the map. Grab it, bring it back. more money. Free money, you get a bonus if you get all 10. I've only done that once because it's really hard to do. What else can I say about this business? You can do client sell missions, just like the motorcycle HQ with the bikes. You can do vehicle sell missions. You got 2 slots if you buy them. You can buy mechanics to actually deliver them for you, so you don't even need to deliver them yourselves. You'll lose a slight bit of money because they crash it. It's been buffed recently, so they don't lose as much money, so it's pretty good. Always let them deliver it, unless if it's being boosted by one of Rockstar's weekly events where you get ×2 times free on client sell missions, deliver them yourself, because you're going to be getting a ton of money. Around 150,000 for a high-end car is nuts. This takes less than a minute to do, to customize. It takes another minute and a half to deliver it. Oh, it's wonderful. I've made a lot of money here. I think around 30 million from the heist alone. It doesn't count, or yeah, it doesn't tally up how much money you've made from selling the cars, which is unfortunate. But yeah, pretty cool. I like this business a lot. What else we got now? Well, now we're onto the S tier. We're onto the S tier, guys. Here we go. You knew this was coming up, and I'm gonna put these in order this time, from left to right. Left is the best, right is the least best, I guess. The Kosatka gives you access to the KO Perico heist, gives you access to the Torador that you can store in there. You can float around in the ocean and get like salvage and stuff like that for a bunch of money as well. You can anti-grief people as well by using thermals and then jumping into your missile launcher. You can just dominate people. You can park this up next to your yacht if you have one, if you've wasted the money, and put air defenses on. They can't get you. It's really good. I use this all the time in bad sport lobbies to troll God mode players and people that are just generally quite scummy. Really good. They can't touch me, but I slap the hell out of them. Awesome. Makes them rage quit. And for the KO Perico heist, this is probably the most played heist in GTA. Even after numerous nerfs, 4 or 5 nerfs now, it's still the #1 heist. You can do all the setups within around an hour if you're pretty fast at doing them, the bare minimum. And you can solo the heist as well within 30 minutes. I think my average is something like 15 minutes, to be honest. And that's just going pretty quick. Solo as well. Yeah, really good. There's plenty of guides on how to do this online, so you don't need me for that, but you probably already know. KO Perico is pretty dope. Listen, next up, and I'm going to put this in the right order this time. Acid Lab. This is so dope, literally. It's amazing. The Acid Lab itself can take something stupid like 25 missiles if you've got it upgraded. Awesome for combat. Really good, actually. It's mobile, so you can set this up wherever you want and launch the missions from wherever you want. You can tell Mutt to get you supplies inside the lab, and you can just call him and tell him to get you supplies, and he also tells you how much you've got as well, which is freaking amazing. So for mobility reasons, S tier, so good. Solo cell missions, really great. You always get one bike, which is fantastic. Very mobile. Again, fly your bike down to your spot. If you've got the newspaper missions, it's okay. Just keep using incognito and the one where you call up Amani and you go out of sight. That's it. That's really good. And people won't get you. It's very simple. People struggle with selling in public lobbies. But if you do this in a public lobby, you get something like 700 grand, which is nuts. Yeah, really, 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 really good S tier business, and it's fast as well. Plus, you can boost it. If you go inside, you can literally boost the production of this. It's nuts. It's so good. It's unbelievable, actually. I'm surprised it hasn't been nerfed. Yeah, #1, S tier, the Nightclub. Listen, I've made something ridiculous like 300 million with this business. And I'm not just talking the sell missions, I'm talking the Nightclub part itself. Idle, right? I go in, there's a little trick to this, right? And I'll release a video on this little trick. But it's so you can boost your popularity without leaving the nightclub. And you can boost it to maximum, no problem, without leaving the nightclub. All you have to do is visit the nightclub every 3-4 days, collect your cash. You are going to be earning around 50,000 in your safe every single day. And it takes around 20 seconds, 25 seconds to boost your popularity back up to maximum, as long as it doesn't go to 0. If it goes to 0, it's a pain in the ass. But yeah, that's good. And if you've got all of the motorcycle businesses, Gunrunning, the CEO crates, then you're going to be having a great time because your nightclub, was it a cruise? It basically acquires crates and all that gear from cocaine, everything, and it puts it all into just one place, and you can then deliver it with one vehicle, either a van, a mule, or a massive big ass truck, which is awesome. These are armored, you can customize them fully. It's so good. And listen, you can do these missions easily. People can't get you. If you're fast, you can do it whilst incognito and using out of sight. I do this in full lobbies all the time. Listen, if people start shooting at your vehicle and you're being bounced around all over the place, you're about to blow up, there's no chance that you can stop them. Press start, find a new session. Guess what? All your gear is going to be there again. You're going to be losing 1 or 2 crates, something like 20 grand. So, you know, you can get like 1.5 million, 2 million from selling a full stock of this, and it's easy. It is so easy. It's, I don't know why this hasn't been nerfed either. This is as broken as Cayo Perico, in my opinion. You don't even need to do anything, so it's awesome. And like I said, I've earned 300 million out of my 1.35 billion. So, yeah, you guys, listen, this is my tier list. I think this is accurate for what I do. I really enjoy businesses online. These are the best ones by far. Nightclub #1, absolutely. Acid Lab #2. Cayo Perico from the Kosatka #3. Listen, give this a try yourselves. Please bear in mind, for the Nightclub, you do need other businesses as well. So it's a big cost to start this up. You do not need your motorcycle businesses like the cocaine lockup to be open. They can be completely closed, and you will still generate money. You don't need the supplies in there or anything like that. You will still generate crates in the Nightclub. That's how dope this is. How it's not been nerfed, I don't know. But you guys, please, smash that like button down below if this has helped you out. And subscribe to the channel to show your support. I'd really like it. Comment down below what you think are your S-tier businesses. Give me 3 of them down below, what your S-tier businesses are. Do you agree with me, or have you got something else in mind? Are you a solo player? Do you play with friends? Do you play with randoms? Never a good time. But yeah, let me know. Until next time, you guys, I've been Stokie, and you've been awesome. Catch you in the next one.